All right, we are in chapter 12 for business math right now, which is investments. We're on section 4, so chapter 12, section 4, selling stocks. So section 3 was about buying stocks. Now we're going to talk about selling stocks. So they still have to do with each other because you bought them originally. And actually, one of the last ones on the page here, number 4, is going to have you recalculate buying stocks and then calculate the selling stocks. So if you need to go back over how to calculate buying stocks, go back to section 12.3 for that video. Watch that video real quick. It'll give you a refresher on how to do that. It's very similar to the selling stocks, honestly. You do the same thing. There's just one slight difference here. So again, always make sure you're reading your textbook, going through the examples. Don't just jump straight into the worksheet and start doing that. Make sure you're looking through the textbook and getting what you need from that. They always give us this little summary here. So when you sell your stocks, the sale can result in either a profit or a loss. If the amount you received for the sale minus the sales commission is greater than the total amount you paid for the stocks, you may have a profit. If the amount you received minus the commission sale is less than the total, your sale has resulted in a loss. So it just depends on which situation you have. So you're going to sell it for a certain amount. Either you're going to sell it for more or less, hopefully more. That's what we're aiming for when we sell the stocks. And then you also have to pay the commission. So when we were calculating buying stocks, we added the commission to the total to see what our total cost was. In this case, because we're selling it, we want to subtract the commission because we're looking at profit. So we definitely want to take that away this time instead of adding it. So that's the kind of the big difference between buying and selling stocks on these worksheets. And that's exactly what these tell us here, these little formulas here. So we have net sale equals the amount of the sale minus the commission. We just have to take the commission away because we have to pay that to someone to sell our stocks. And then the profit or loss just has to do with, well, what was the net sale? What did we sell it for after we take the commission away? And then how much did we pay for it originally? So if that results in a positive number, hey, we made money. If it results in a negative number, we lost money. Okay, so that's really the simple thing here. So let's go ahead and take a look at number 1. And then I'm going to let you do the rest of these because they're very, very simple. Like I said, the only difference with number 4 is it's going to have you calculate buying it and then selling it. So it's going to have you calculate all the way through on number 4. But number 1, so it says, Barry Cato owned 400 shares of stock in a company. He paid a total of $11,580 for the stock. He sold the stock for $29.50 per share, and he had a commission of 1% of the selling price. So this is another thing you want to make sure you're paying attention to. What is the commission? Because the commission could be a flat fee. It could be per share. It could be the total selling price. Make sure you're paying attention to that wording. It does change between the problems here. So you just have to pay attention of what you're calculating for the commission. All right, so what was the amount of the sale? Well, we have 400 shares, and we're going to multiply that by what we sold it for. We sold it for $29.50 per share, so $29.50 per share. And that's what we're going to write right here. So we sold it for $11,800. Sorry, that's a comma, not a decimal. $11,800. So that's how much we sold the stock for. But we have to pay a commission. We have to pay someone to do this. There's a broker involved. So what was the net sale? We're just going to take this 11,000. We're going to multiply it by 1%. That's going to tell us what our commission was. That's not the answer we're going to write here. That's just going to tell us what the commission was. So when we multiply this, we get $118. So that's how much we have to pay in commission. So we want to take the 11,800 and subtract our commission. That tells us how much we actually made after all of our costs. In this case, we're only taking into account the commission. We're not looking at any other types of fees. And if you know anything with stocks, there's more than just the commission fee sometimes. So with this one, just we're kind of staying basic. So we have, all right, $11,682.00. So this is how much we actually made after commission. And then we just need to decide, is it a profit or a loss? So we take this 11,682 and we're subtract how much we originally paid for it, which is up here, 11,580. So you'll have to go back into the problem to find that number. How much did I originally pay for it? Like I said, in number 4, you actually have to calculate that. They tell you how many stocks you have and how much you bought them for, and you have to go back and calculate that amount. So they're number 4, they're giving you a little bit more to do here, but still very doable, simple calculations. So when we do this calculation here, we end up with $102, and it's a positive $102, which means it is a profit. So it's positive profit. If it's a negative, that means it's a loss. So basic calculations here, like I said, not too crazy on this one. We just have to pay attention to, the different pieces here, and they're breaking it down kind of nicely for us. So each one, what was the amount of the sale? So, on this one, we have 400 shares. I can see that. They sold the stock for $19 per share. So I can already see the 2 pieces I need for this next part here. What was the net sale? I'm going to have to subtract the commission. So this looks like a flat fee commission. It's $19.95. I don't have to multiply by anything. I'm just going to subtract the $19.95. And then profit or loss, I'm going to subtract what was my net sale from what did I pay. If it's positive, I made money. If it's a negative, I lost money. Number 3, so the only thing different on number 3 is it does have this $29.95 for the commission, but then it also has 3 cents per share. So it's $29.95 no matter what. And then for every share you sell, you also pay another 3 cents. So you need to make sure you do 3 cents times the number of shares we're selling and add $29.95 to that. That's the total commission. And that's what you're going to subtract from the amount of the sale. So the amount of the stocks, how much you're selling them for. So just, again, be careful with that wording on how they're putting that in there. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful, and I will see you in section 5.